What's up guys, Almd back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about possible DLC that could be coming in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga and what it could be related to. Real quick guys, we did just hit 200 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. And if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe down below for more LEGO Star Wars content like this. And let's get right into the video. Alright, so really when it comes to the upcoming LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga DLC ideas, there's really no shortage of it because it's obviously such a huge universe, the Star Wars universe. It goes way outside the 9 films. There are side stories, there are TV shows, there are comics, there's so much that they can do, and a lot of people would end up buying it. Now, most of the ideas are obviously the film and TV show ideas. They could put in Rogue One very easily. They could put in Han Solo very easily to fit in right in between. And of course, it's a free open world that is going to change depending on what time period you're in, and these could be no different. There could be the planet, I'm not exactly sure the planet that was on in Rogue One that ended up getting destroyed, but they could have that planet in the free roam and then end up destroying it when you get to episode 4, A New Hope. And they could continue that in the dynamic for the DLC when that comes out. They could do something like a Clone Wars story arc. They could do like the Siege of Mandalore story arc that just closed the season. Basically what I'm trying to get at is that there really is no shortage of ideas when it comes to possible DLC that they could add into this game in the future. And there's so many different options. For me personally, I would love to see some certain Clone Wars story arcs such as the Siege of Mandalore story arc because I love that show. It's some of my favorite Star Wars. The other movies I think would be great additions, such as Solo and Rogue One, those other two side stories. They could even fit in The Mandalorian. But I think for me, Clone Wars and Rebels, I like Rebels a lot too. Those two shows, if they somehow implemented some DLC or some sort of arcs or something like that into the show, I would love it. Or into the game, I would love that. And I really hope they do end up putting DLC for this game because, it's such a big game that has a lot of potential in the future. And I think if they expand on it as the years goes on, it could really be a long-lasting game. That game that could live on for years. And, this could be an openly expanding universe. Maybe even if they release future movies, 10, 11, 12, I'm not sure if the people are going to do that in Disney. But even if they did, what if they added expansions for those that would just keep expanding this game? I think it would, be awesome and kind of make the game keep living on throughout many years. And hopefully it does happen. Now, they have said before, and this was about a year ago when the game trailer was at E3 about a year ago. They did say that they didn't want to release DLC. Now, it's obviously been a year. Hopefully this stuff does happen and, things change. People do end up making other decisions. So hopefully they ended up changing their decision. I'm not looking to spend more money on the game, but if it means a more fun experience and a more better open world, I'd be willing to spend some money as long as it's not too expensive. And hopefully there's no microtransactions, but if they just stick with solid DLC that adds more to the game and adds more experience to the game and opens up the world, I've got no problem with it, especially if they make it really fun and interesting. Like I said, for me, Clone Wars, Rebels, those two would be the main. Clone Wars more so because it's a better show, but also I feel like there's a lot more room there to successfully add story because it's actually somewhat relevant to what is going on in the prequel era, whereas Rebels is kind of in between 3 and 4, so it's not as relevant, I think. But I think those are my ideas. Let me know if you guys have any other ideas for possible DLCs that you think would be a good idea. I think, like I said, Clone Wars, Rogue One, Solo are the main ones. But let me know what you guys are thinking in terms of other DLC ideas. Again, thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers. If you want to become part of the channel and have more LEGO Star Wars content like this, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. It really does help us out. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to like it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.